Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about BAFTAs with you. But before that, last night it was the second annual Rubber Ducky Awards, and it was a historic, entertaining, fun night. Dan was there, I was there, Shawn was there, the whole cinema squad was there, and we had such a great time. We're gonna have that link for you down in the description below, and also linked up above.
And we're off to the races.
Dan, BAFTAs were last night, and while we were hosting the Rubber Duckies, some winners were announced that also won some Rubber Duckies, but we're here solely to see what exactly is as shocking as many people have been talking about when it comes to the BAFTAs. Have you heard anything about the BAFTAs, Dan?
I've seen basically everyone that, all the categories and the winners already.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've seen all the winners right after the ceremony last night. I went right on the internet and I saw everything. I just saw everything. So you won't get our genuine reactions, but we're here to talk about the winners, and we're also here to talk about the state of the race as concerning the winners of the BAFTAs. And if we think personally, if them winning the BAFTA will influence if whether they win or lose an Oscar. Let's start with the two short film categories, because the two winners for the short films are nominated for the short film categories at the Oscars. We got Best British Short Film. I believe this is live action, and the winner was An Irish Goodbye, which is nominated for Best Live Action Short at the Oscars. I don't know much about the short films because I haven't seen them, but I will say this. I do think when it comes to the BAFTAs, when it comes to at least these shorts, I think An Irish Goodbye is one of those that I've heard some good things about, and some Oscar pundits out there even said, put your money on An Irish Goodbye to win. Have you heard anything about An Irish Goodbye?
I have not. No, I just saw that it was obviously nominated for the Oscars, and when I was voting in our ballot for Off to the Races, I saw it there and I voted for it. That's really all. I don't really know much about any of the shorts, really.
Yeah, I gotta catch them when AMC puts them in theaters this year.
Yeah.
So I'm in the same boat. So now let's go to the animated short. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse won. I've even more than An Irish Goodbye, I've heard more about this one. People even before this BAFTA win were saying this is gonna win. Apparently it's based off of a popular children's book, maybe. I could be wrong, but I heard that somewhere. And that's why people are voting for it. That's why people are picking it. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to the state of the race, I'm probably going to go for it too when it comes to animated short.
I'm going to go for it too, and same as you. I also have heard of this one long before this, for the past few months at least. So it's going to get my prediction to win.
Nice. But I think these two, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to pick them for my ballot.
I picked
the Oscars.
I picked them both for my ballot as well. I had those two already because I had heard of them, but it kind of just gave me a nice sense of
like a reassurance,
comfort that they will.
Yeah, not to get too much into it, but yeah, before we started recording, we were kind of talking about how big are the BAFTAs concerning the Oscars, and I said they're pretty big, but we also got to keep in mind that they are the British Oscars. So in the same way that our Oscars are more inclined to nominate and have win Hollywood things and American things, the British Oscars are more inclined to have British things win. So also keep that in mind going forward as we continue on with a Best Special Visual Effects. Then I think this is a clean sweep all season long. This is going to go to Avatar: The Way of Water. It went to Avatar: The Way of Water, and this is it. I think if you had $100 to bet on any category at the Oscars, you would get your money back with this.
100%. Like the avatars in general, like there's not many movies ever that look like them.
Dude, I think when I go to the Gold Derby, that's going to be the one category that I'm doing the double bet. But the thing is, everybody's going to do it too. So if you bet money on Avatar winning special effects, you're not even going to win money because everyone's going to bet money for Avatar to win special effects.
Definitely.
It's those risky awards, Dan. But some other good nominees here were The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Top Gun, Maverick, All Quiet on the Western Front. But dude, nothing compared. Nothing compared. Easy. Not much to say there. Let's go to Best Sound, Dan. And the winner here for Best Sound, amongst nominees that include Top Gun, Tar, Elvis, and Avatar, was All Quiet on the Western Front. Now, let me ask you this. How is this going to influence the Oscars, you think?
This was one that I actually did change after I saw on my ballot after I saw it here. Although I did consider it because I've heard a lot of things about the sound, and I did watch the movie as well, and it was a great sound editing and all of that. This might kind of be a precursor. I think that All Quiet on the Western Front might take it.
You're not insane. You're not insane to say that, but I think Top Gun is running right beside it, dude.
That's the other one.
I really think Top Gun is one that I feel is still my number one for the Oscar. I know All Quiet winning here and this being a big precursor. I understand you, Dan, and maybe with time I may agree. But right now I think I have All Quiet on number 2 when it comes to the Oscar ballot. BAFTA's here, making it win. I mean, against Top Gun Maverick, the most American film in 2022. Of course, the British Academy weren't going to nominate it or make it win. I mean, sorry, I'm being facetious, but congratulations to All Quiet for that win. Let's see. Now, Dan, Best Makeup and Hair. Now, we've always said it was between Elvis, it's between The Whale, and it went to Elvis. When I go and do my ballot for the Oscars, I think I'm giving it to Elvis. And for the longest, I was saying The Whale. I know we were all saying The Whale for because of the prosthetic that Brendan Fraser was in. But it's that love for The Whale that has been diminishing so drastically after the nominations came out. Remember when we were talking about predicting the nominations, how there's a renaissance for The Whale. It's a revival for The Whale, and then nominations came out, and then The Whale just went back down, back under the sea, Dan. What do you think?
Exactly. No, I echo everything you just said. I think Elvis is my vote as well. The hair and makeup is amazing in Elvis. It's great in The Whale as well. But I just think the love for The Whale has diminished, like you said, in the popularity. I think it helps that Elvis is on streaming already. A lot of more people are seeing it. And The Whale is still in theaters or in between somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's go to Best Costume Design, Dan. The winner here was also Elvis. Go ahead.
I kept my vote on Wakanda Forever still, even after seeing that. And both are great. They both really put in a lot of work in their costume department. But I gotta keep it on Wakanda Forever because Ruth is a huge, like, Oscars love her.
Yeah, Ruth Carter.
Ruth Carter. Yeah, I believe.
She won for the first Black Panther, and Black Panther wasn't even nominated for Best Costume here. The BAFTAs weren't really into Black Panther. There's a bigger category that we'll get to in just a second that kind of proves, I don't think they're a big fan of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Elvis winning, though. Catherine Martin, people call her a legend. Could that legend status give her the win at the Oscars? Possibly. I need to see some other wins in the costume department, and then maybe I'll go for Elvis. But I'm with you, dude. Yeah, like Black Panther Wakanda Forever, that's a pretty big deal. But Elvis is a Best Picture nominated. Best Production Design, the BAFTAs awarded this to Babylon. And I think this is one that's been sweeping all season, Babylon. It's a pretty safe bet. This is taking it to the Oscars?
Yes, I think so, and that's actually my vote. Even though I wasn't as big on Babylon as you, but the production design is really good. But I liked it. I was mid on it.
Yeah.
And then there's another category that I really hope it's gonna win that's coming up and think it's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis is one that people have been talking about. I personally don't think Elvis, just because it's a couple sound stages, and I know they kind of recreated Graceland. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But Babylon is this huge, mega, epic scope of Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's great. And plus, the Oscars in Hollywood just mesh. So,
Yep.
Babylon's been sweeping production design. Babylon, BAFTAs, you got it right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Dan, I'm getting into best editing. And a spoiler alert here, it's the only award that Everything Everywhere All at Once won.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't believe it. I mean, deservedly so for editing,
Yeah.
but it should have been nominated and won, even for other ones that it didn't win. Yeah, but I'm glad that it won this.
Yeah, same. I'm curious if it'll take it at the Oscars, but I'm thinking about a show, the BAFTAs, that didn't really care for Everything Everywhere All at Once, to the point where it only awarded it one award, and yet it still gave them the award for best editing. Does that say something that even the British Academy, who didn't care for Everything Everywhere All at Once, still gave it editing? Bring Everything Everywhere back to America, and where people love Everything Everywhere All at Once, I understand there's some division, but for majority's sake, people love Everything Everywhere All at Once. Do we see that taking editing award, or are we still iffy? We still got a couple more weeks, Jonathan. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I don't know if it's a definite for edit, but I think it definitely is it's high up there. It's a high chance, I think, for it to win that, and having a few other awards, of course, that it didn't get the chance to win at BAFTA.
Next category, we got Best Cinematography, and the winner here is All Quiet on the Western Front. Now, I think that's also the winner for the Oscars.
I do.
Ooh, who do you think? Who do you think?
I still do. I do think it is as well. I believe I'm putting that in my ballot. And I love Top Gun's cinematography. And I know. But they actually flew in planes, and it was awesome. But no, All Quiet on the Western Front did have amazing cinematography as well. I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy anything gets a nomination or an award, whether I like the movie or not. I'm just happy that film is being noticed here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy Batman got nominated here, so that's a big one. Top Gun got nominated here and lost. Wasn't even nominated for the Oscar. Are we just like hyping up Top Gun cinematography, and all these elite filmmakers just don't like it as much as we do?
I don't know. Maybe. I just think the feat in itself is just awesome.
Yeah. But All Quiet on the Western Front, I understand it, and I think it's taken it. This is a semi-new award for the BAFTA's Best Casting. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that this was first introduced the year that Joker came out.
Oh, okay.
And I believe Joker won that award for Best Casting. And last night, Elvis won the award for Best Casting amongst nominees like Aftersun, All Quiet, Everything Everywhere, and Triangle of Sadness. Now, here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that Best Casting at the BAFTAs could be compared to Best Ensemble at the SAG. There is this weird notion, and maybe I buy into it, that for some reason the BAFTAs, some people have said this, don't know how to use this category correctly, and usually whoever wins Best Casting will also go ahead and win either the Best Lead Actor or Best Lead Actress award, because many times it's led to that, and it may lead to that in just a second.
How I take this award, is the casting director is getting it. So Sadie Sink in The Whale, let's say. I mean, this is pretty simple, but her cousin, I believe, plays the younger version of her that was on the beach. Her cousin was the sister, I want to say. Sister, maybe it was. But let's say a casting director did find someone that looks exactly like the older version of who they're supposed to play. I think I like that award. So I think that because they went out and found a person the Sadie Sink example's a little bit because
No, I don't think so. I think you're spot on there. I think you're right. Maybe it isn't an ensemble thing at all, and it's just about casting that one person.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just about casting Austin Butler. It's about casting,
or like someone that looks. Although it's a little weird with like After Sun's an original thing, so
yeah, and then like everything everywhere is an ensemble piece. Like who are you gonna talk about? Are you talking about Ke Huy Quan? Or are you talking about Michelle Yeoh? And then Triangle of Sadness. Are you just talking about Dolly De Leon?
Yeah,
it's weird. You see?
Yeah, I think they shouldn't have named it casting then, or maybe just cast. Yeah, or ensemble cast is better. But I love the ensemble cast one for the SAG Awards. I think that should be a actual category in the Oscars.
I agree. Yeah. If anybody watching has some more info on that best casting that we're not getting here, go ahead, comment below something that we're missing here with this category. But it went to Elvis.
Nice.
Best original score here, Dan, went to All Quiet on the Western Front amongst nominees like Babylon, Banshees, Everything Everywhere, and Pinocchio.
So this is the one I was foreshadowing earlier when I said I think Babylon should have won this.
Oh, gotcha. I'm with you. Bro, does Babylon only have that Golden Globe win? Because I think it only does.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Critics' Choice went to Tar, which was freaking ridiculous. Yeah. And then this, All Quiet, just one score. Babylon only has Golden Globe.
Yeah.
It's a race. But Babylon is the best score, man. Come on now.
Yeah, it's a great score. It's the one that I think I kept it on my ballot. Even though this All Quiet on the Western Front won.
I do still see it as a race, although my heart is like all for Babylon. Dan, best supporting actor here. Huge shock. Barry Keoghan for the Banshees of Inisherin, bro. Ke Huy Quan.
I know.
Bro, that sweep ended last night.
I know.
How worried are you though?
Not enough that I kept Ke Huy Quan on my ballot for now, but I want that. Don't get me wrong. We all loved Barry Keoghan in the Cinema Squad. We all loved his performance in that. I loved it as well. I'm gonna be happy either way, but I kept Ke Huy Quan for now.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
We still got SAG.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We still got SAG. And I feel like that group, they're going to award Ke Huy Quan. And he's just going to keep on taking that momentum to the Oscars and win.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy, though, if Barry Keoghan gets SAG? What do you think is going to happen to the Oscars?
I don't know.
Could you imagine that, dude? Oh, my goodness. I'll be terrified. I'd be terrified for Ke Huy Quan.
I know.
Not too worried, though. All right, then. Now we're going to Best Supporting Actress. And the winner here, Carrie Condon for the Banshees of Inisherin. Dude, Banshees, All Quiet on the Western Front. They love those two movies. Carrie Condon here even beat out Angela Bassett, who was nominated here. Did not win. Now, Dan, do we think that this is the tide changing and that Carrie Condon is going to take it as SAG and could possibly take it to the Oscars? Or are we also not worried here? And do we think Bassett is a force that's not going to move?
Oh, I'm in the, I'm like both of them are like the same almost level that I think, especially now with this, I'm like, Carrie Condon might have a chance. When before, like our last predictions, Angela Bassett was my number one choice because she was sweeping a couple, award shows. But I'm conflicted. What do you think?
I think Angela Bassett's got SAG and then she's got Oscars.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be disappointed in that. I liked, I love both performances.
I don't see an Anthony Hopkins in The Father here where he only won the BAFTA and then won the Oscar. Carrie Condon is not that. She's not legend status like that.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least, right? Bassett is.
Yeah.
I think Bassett's got it. I'm not too worried about this either. Lead actor here, Dan. In a ceremony that awarded Banshees and All Quiet like crazy, decided to leave Colin Farrell in the dust and give it to Austin Butler, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, against Fraser, Farrell, Butler came out on top in the British Academy, bro. Dude, what does this mean?
I don't know. Him or Fraser were my two, and Farrell though. So it was like those three, I think.
I think Farrell's done.
Yes, I think Farrell is done as well. Unfortunately, he was great in that.
If he was gonna win an easy award this season, it was gonna be the BAFTA, and he didn't even get the BAFTA, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Fraser and Butler, that's the race, sure. But Butler wins BAFTA over the British Colin Farrell, just to put it that way. Is Butler front running, Dan?
I think he is.
Yeah?
I think he is. Yeah.
Is he your ballot pick?
Yep.
Oh, Dan!
I have to look again. Maybe I didn't, because I was switching back and forth between Fraser and him.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Butler.
I gotta see SAG. I think SAG will award Brendan Fraser. Don't know why. For some reason, I see that group is gonna award Fraser. But I think if SAG goes to Butler, it's done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah.
If Butler gets SAG, it's done. If Fraser gets SAG, we got a two-way race. If Colin Farrell gets SAG, I don't know what the heck is going to happen, and we're back at square one. Lead actress, Dan, Cate Blanchett, won for Tar.
Oh, yeah. That's
any hope for Yo?
Last, but again, she is my second pick. My personal pick, actually, she would be. But yeah, but Cate Blanchett was just a different person in that role. She deserves this. I think she'll get it.
I think she's sweeping.
Yeah.
I think she's sweeping. I'm not even playing. One day we'll make a video about this. Soon we'll make a video about this. I think my number 2 is Andrea Riseborough.
Yeah, she was amazing in that movie.
Dude, and she's the talk of the town. Whether it's for good reason or bad reasons, it's still talk.
Yeah.
But Cate Blanchett, dude.
Yeah.
She's been sweeping. SAG, I think Blanchett's going to get it. But I could see SAG giving it to Yo. It's just a sweep of it all. Best adapted screenplay here went to All Quiet on the Western Front. Women Talking was not nominated here. But it could have been.
Yeah.
And it missed out on that. Women Talking is so weird to me how at the beginning of the season, the highest of praise and hopes for it, and now just all it got was a best picture, which is pretty big at the Oscars, and adapted at the Oscars. How confident are we still in saying that Women Talking is still going to get the Oscar for best adapted? I mean, I'm still kind of confident, giving Sarah Polley, giving that female writer something at the Oscars. I get that narrative, Dan, but it's been underperforming all season, and then here comes All Quiet for best adapted screen. It's based on a novel, an acclaimed novel. I think it's a race. In my opinion, I could be crazy. I could be crazy for thinking this because everybody says Sarah Polley. I could be crazy. I think it's a race. I don't know who to pick as my number 1 for adapted anymore.
I'm with you. I'm with you for the most part, especially after this win. It's crazy that Women Talking, we really, like you said at the beginning of the season, we thought, before we even saw it, we thought we were hearing like great things about it, and we thought it was going to do so great, and it hasn't been doing that great.
But where are you leaning as of right now?
Now All Quiet, I think. I can't believe
No
it.
way.
But Women Talking is right there.
I don't want to give an answer. I'm really split.
I don't know though. It's hard.
Yeah. Let's move to Best Original Screenplay, and we're gonna keep on moving along with this Banshees love because Banshees won over Everything Everywhere here, Dan, for Best Original Screenplay. I'm not surprised because of the British Academy, and I am also not surprised because that's also a prediction for the Academy.
Oh yeah,
for the Oscars is that
Definitely.
Banshees is going to get screenplay.
definitely. And
Right?
it's a great screenplay.
Yeah.
So was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I need to see some other awards and see how it all ramps up with Everything Everywhere. Because, dude, remember, like, just because, like, Banshees is a number 2 to some people doesn't mean it's just going to go ahead and win screenplay. Coda won Best Picture and Coda won Best Screenplay last year. You know, if we think Everything Everywhere is the front runner for Best Picture, it could go for screenplay.
Yeah, definitely.
But I still think Banshees. We are going to director, and the winner here was Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front. Dude, McDonough lost, and the Daniels.
Yeah, they loved that movie, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Berger's not even nominated for the Oscar, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not worried here, but it's
I'm
a
not
little
either.
shocking considering the night before the BAFTAs, the Daniels won DGA,
yeah, that was awesome.
cementing them in my book as the winner for Best Director. I'll be honest. Dan, Best Animated Film went to Pinocchio. Are you surprised?
No.
Let's move on. Best Documentary here. I am not in tune with documentary, Dan. I believe you're not either.
No, yeah, I've heard of a couple of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
All That Breathes, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, Fire of Love,
Fire of
Moon
Love.
Age Daydream, and Navani, with the winner being Navani.
Yes, and that's why I put it on my ballot, Nirani.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't really know enough. I've heard the other titles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know enough about them. So
I feel you.
yeah,
I don't blame you either. I know the Navalny is, it touches a lot about like Russia and all that type of stuff, and that's a good narrative, right?
yeah.
I still think Fire of Love might have it.
That's
I don't know.
Yeah.
Comment below who's winning Best Documentary at the Oscars. I have no clue. Navalny won though. Best Film not in the English language went to All Quiet on the Western Front. Are we surprised after
No.
freaking winning all night?
Was EO on there? Or was
No,
that was
no. Argentina, Corsage, Decision to Leave, and The Quiet Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, All Quiet one. Not a surprise. Let's move on. Outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer went to Charlotte Wells for After Sun. Dan, not surprised here. Many people were predicting Charlotte Wells as that new rising star director, writer, rising star, whatever. Not surprised here. How'd you like her in After Sun?
I liked it a lot. I liked
Okay.
her. I think she did a good job. Very good job, especially. Was it her debut?
It was her debut. Yeah, it was her debut.
Yeah. No, I liked it a lot. It was a film I had to think on for a day or two.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really good.
Nice. Okay.
And I love these kind of awards because it gives another director a chance to win Best Director, but not really. But you know what I mean. Like it's a rising star.
Yeah, it's like a rising star award. Yeah.
Yeah, rising actress, rising actor. So I really like that they do this stuff.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Congrats to Charlotte Wells on that. Yeah. Outstanding British film, Banshees won. Are we surprised?
No.
We're not surprised. Banshees took it. Let's move on. Then we are at the very last award of the night. The nominees were Tar, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Banshees of Inisherin, and All Quiet on the Western Front. This is big though. All Quiet on the Western Front won Best Picture. Dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. They loved it.
What do you think when you first saw that?
Surprised.
That doesn't worry me for Everything Everywhere too much, just because it was a constant bashing of Everything Everywhere all night from the BAFTAs, not giving them anything but editing. So the fact that it didn't win, I was getting ready for it. Here's my surprise, Dan. They loved Banshees and they loved All Quiet. Everybody has been saying that Banshees and Everything is the race. And the British Academy, who awarded the British Film of the Year to Banshees, who gave them other awards as well, didn't give them Best Movie.
Yeah.
Did not give them Best Movie. They gave it to the German film. What do you think now about Banshees at the Oscars? Their Best Picture chances now. if anything?
I don't know. I think it's about the same.
Yeah, you do?
I don't know. This
Okay.
didn't change it for me, at least that much. But I don't know. I still have a lot of hope for Banshees and Everything Everywhere at Once being the front runners, I think.
Yeah, okay. I respect that, and that's fair. Totally fair, Dan. My thing is, if you're in that, even the winner, and they loved you so much, like the Oscars, come on. Like, are you really? But then on the other hand, you could say that Banshees was number 2. And we do know with the preferential balloting system at the Oscars, if Banshees is a lot of people's number 2s, Banshees could win Best Picture. You're making me confused here, Dan. I was pretty sure that Banshees didn't really stand too much of a good chance like I did before, but you know what? It may still after all.
Yeah, I think it still has a good chance. Yeah.
Still surprising that they didn't give it to Banshees.
I know, yeah.
Those were the BAFTA winners last night.
I get more excited with each, after the races that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all.
Yeah, I think my closing thoughts is that I think All Quiet on the Western Front is more of a major player than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, same.
Netflix must be so happy right now.
Definitely.
Right, dude? Yeah. I think this is really going to push All Quiet on the Western Front on many people's screens more than it was before. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see where we go from here when it comes to the Oscars. But comment down below. What did you think about the BAFTAs? What did you think about its winners? What were you surprised by, disappointed by, happy by? Let us all know in the comments below. But before we go, right, Dan, you talked about ballots, about your ballot in particular. Yeah. And that's because Off to the Races is back with the ballot game that we did last year for the Oscars 95th ceremony. So, link is down in the description below. It will have every single category for the Oscars, and you will go and vote for who you think will win. Not who you want to win, not who you think should win, who you think will win, because each category has points assigned to them. And on Oscar Sunday, you'll find out how many points you got, and you will rank among many other people, and let's see who comes out on top. Dan, I'm going to say it again. Reigning, defending champ right here. I was first place last year. I'll be first place this year, baby. Let's get it, Dan. All right, guys. So we'll see you again soon for Oscar predictions, final Oscar predictions, SAG winners, and for the Oscars. See you next time. Oh, baby, I'm so excited.
That was fantastic.
My goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
This one shocked the fuck out.
Would have been happy with a few choices there, but my goodness, am I super pleased that one took the winning spot there.
Yeah, buddy.
This is looking to be a tight one, folks.